Cashed in with another complimentary play last night. As I told you, St. Bonaventure would get the job done as a 2.5-point dog at home against Rhode Island, and they did so, snapping the 16-game winning streak of the Rams overall. And I think Rhode Island had won 21 consecutive conference games going back to last season. So, 3 more complimentary plays coming up on today's card in just a moment. Going to take a look among the games at Baylor and Texas Tech in Waco, and also the game on the early card between Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech. That's coming up in just a moment. Now, for me personally, I have won 19 of the last 28 days, including 6 of the last 8, and that puts me in the position again to come with another Raise the Bar 20-dime release. As you know, my normal plays are top-rated 15-dime releases, and with those plays, I've won 10 of my last 14. Now, this 20-dime play, it's going to be only the 22nd Raise the Bar 20-dime college basketball release in the past 15 years. Now, I've had 2 of them so far this season. They have both come in the past week. Last Saturday, it was Loyola of Chicago getting the job done at Indiana State. And on Tuesday night, it was Nebraska covering at home against Maryland. I have a third one going today. It's Middle Tennessee State at Louisiana Tech. And yes, it's another rather obscure game on a big card, but I've always felt that you find the greatest value in college basketball by concentrating the most where the odds makers concentrate the least. And just like the winner last Saturday on Loyola of Chicago and the winner on Tuesday night with Nebraska, you get it as the half-price play of the day simply by using coupon code RAISE, R-A-I-S-E. So that's one of the featured plays today. And listen, guys, I've been, kind of hot, but I have to be honest with you. I have done nothing in overall the big picture compared to what Eric Schrader has been doing. Today, he is going for winning day number 27 out of 39 and 12 out of 13. And over the past 38 days, he has made $10 bettors $13,888. And today, once again, the biggest release of the entire season, the third ever 200-dime college basketball play of his career as ACC Game of the Year, Boston College and Notre Dame. Had the second ever 200-dime play. Last Saturday, Drake over Northern Illinois. You got it for over half price off. First ever 200-dime play was 2 Wednesdays ago, Virginia over Florida State. Remember the 4th ever 200-dime play he had in the NFL? It was Jacksonville outright over Pittsburgh. In that little game they had in the playoffs a few weeks back. Yeah, you got that for over half price off. And this is double that 15th 100-dime college basketball play you just got on Thursday night for over half price off with Cal Santa Barbara over Long Beach State. You get it for over half price off by using coupon code ERIC. Those are among the chief featured plays today. And listen, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Tom Chambers. I know it's a big day in college basketball, but my God, you guys, if you've been playing hockey, what a role this guy has been on. Today, going for NHL winner number 14 out of 17 over the past 3.5 weeks. Second biggest play of his career, 50-dime winner number 7 in a row. Underdog shocker. 50-dime winner last night, Winnipeg plus $1.45 on the puck line. 50-dime winner Thursday night, Tampa Bay plus $1.30 on the puck line. Just a great roll. And you've gotten them all lately here for a whopping $14.95. Coupon code is DOM. And remember, this being Saturday, each and every Saturday I give you a Money Mix Saving discount coupon code that can potentially save you hundreds of dollars off your total purchase price. Today is no different. That coupon code is 24%, 24PERCENT. Sing it after me. It's a mix and match coupon, which means it's good for any combination of handicappers, picks, and or packages. The only stipulation, it's a one-time coupon code, which means you got to put everything in your shopping cart at one time to maximize your savings. If you have any questions, you can always contact customer service. Pretty good. I did that in under 35 seconds. Let's get to your complimentary plays. Let's run these in reverse chronological order, which means we're going to take a look at the game in Waco tonight first, which goes at like 7:35 Eastern time. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with the Bears here. They're getting about 1 point in this game. I know Texas Tech has won 7 straight. And I used Texas Tech in their last game as a free play against Oklahoma. I used Texas Tech as a 15-dime best bet in their last home game, previous home game against Iowa State. But I'm not a big fan when Texas Tech leaves Lubbock, because Texas Tech on the road this year, not really tested. 3-4 straight up in road games. Baylor, 11-3 at home. Raiders have won 7 straight games. Yes, they have won 3 in a row on the road in that stretch. And they did beat Baylor at home as an 8-point favorite, 77-53 back on December 29th when they opened Big 12 play. But Baylor is a different team now. Their big center, whose name escapes me at the moment, was not playing when these two first met. And the Bears have won 4 straight. They're coming off a 74-73 double overtime win at Texas. Before that, they beat Kansas by 16 at home, won by 9 at Oklahoma State, won by 14 at home against Iowa State. And their offense has really been playing well here. They've averaged a little over 76 points during that 4-game winning streak. And they've been getting great bench production in that stretch. 120 points from their bench in the past 4 games. Think about that. 30 points a game from their bench in the past 4 games. And their bench has outscored their opponent's bench 120-49 during that 4-game winning streak. And one of the key contributors has been is it Trey Matson or Troy? I think it's Trey Matson. That's his first name, Trey Matson, who's averaging 14.7 points in that 4-game stretch and coming off a career 26-point performance at Texas. He was out earlier this year with a broken hand, but he's really come into his own once more here of late. Now, Tech has held conference foes to a league-low 66.3 points on the season. They're second in the Big 12 in field goal shooting defense at 46.3. They're second in the Big 12 in three-point field goal defense at 33.3, but I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. It wouldn't surprise me if this is one of these 68-65 games, but I do like Baylor here in this spot. Again, Texas Tech, 4-3 straight up in true road games this season, and I think Baylor, itching for revenge, gets it here tonight. Your next game, I'm going to head out to the Mountain West Conference, where you've got Nevada playing at Utah State. I will never forget last year. I was on a real big roll late in the season with 15 dime best bets, just like I am right now. And Nevada was on a great roll too. And I was riding the Wolfpack religiously. And the Wolfpack goes to Logan, Utah. They're laying a 4.5 points. And they got their asses beat by the Utes in that game. 74-57. And afterwards I'm going, what the hell happened? Well, so was Nevada. So there is no way Nevada is going to take this game lightly here today when they're once again in Utah. Now, Nevada's a little shorthanded right now. I was reading on the Reno Gazette website that they had just lost one of their key contributors who was averaging about 8 points a game, leaving them with just 7 scholarship players and a few walk-ons here going into this game. But this still is a very talented and very good shooting Nevada team. When you look at their RPI, they're 12 in the nation, and Utah State is 135. This is a Nevada team that is 9-2 in true road games this season. A Utah State team that doesn't have much size, doesn't have a real true rim protector. In fact, they only have 53 block shots all season long. They're last in the conference and 335th among 351 Division I teams when it comes to block shots this season. Consequently, inside the three-point line, opponents are hitting 49.2% of their field goals this season. Consequently, I think Nevada, again, a very good sharp shooting team, both inside and outside of the three-point line. I think Nevada will be able to drive the lane frequently and be able to put points on the board in bunches. And I look at this spread here at 5.5. Nevada coming off a good 77-72 win at Boise is a 3-point road dog, a game that I didn't understand Wednesday night, that line to begin with. They're 5-1 on the conference road. They beat Utah State at home as a 13-point favorite January 13th, 83-57. And in that game, Utah State's 2 guards, Sam Merrill and Kobe McEwen, they only combined for 15 points on 5 for 23 shooting. And they average a combined 31 points on the season. So I just think that Nevada will not take this game lightly, especially considering how badly they got beaten last year when they traveled to Utah or to Logan. And the Aggies, that's Utah State, are coming off a 15-point loss at New Mexico on Wednesday. So again, I just think the superior team is an awfully cheap chalk in this spot, and I'm going to go with Nevada. On your early card, a noon Eastern time tip-off, Virginia Tech is a 4-point favorite at Georgia Tech. You look at what Virginia Tech has done in the last 2 games. First, last Saturday, the 61-60 road upset in overtime of Virginia in revenge. And then what happens? That was their 5th win in 6 games. Looks like they're on the roll. They lose Wednesday night at Duke. It wasn't even competitive as the Blue Devils, despite missing Marvin Bagley, roll 74-52. Was it unexpected? No. 1, Duke is the better team. And 2, Virginia Tech, prime letdown situation after beating their arch rival Virginia and knocking off the Cavaliers in Charlottesville just a few nights earlier. So the way I look at this game, this is a must-win for Virginia Tech, which I think is probably off the bubble, but you don't really want to be close to that bubble considering that you're going to close the season with home games against Clemson, Louisville, and Duke, and then a road game at Miami of Florida. You might only win 2 of those games if you're lucky, so you better win this game against Georgia Tech, and I think you should, because Georgia Tech is coming off a 79-62 home loss to Wake Forest. Now, considering that Wake Forest had lost 10 of 11 games and was 0-7 on the ACC road, and they won that game by double digits, and it wasn't even close. I mean, Georgia Tech only had 6 offensive rebounds in that game. They were repeatedly beaten in transition, and Virginia Tech's going to run the floor against Georgia Tech as well. Wake Forest, 9 for 17 with 3-pointers in that game. Hit 49.2% of their field goals in that game. Virginia Tech is a damn good shooting team. And Georgia Tech also has injury concerns. You know, they lost their point guard, Jose Alvarado, who was averaging 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists a game 2 games ago. So that was the first game that they did not have him for a full contest. Yellow Jackets, their last 6 opponents have shot 47% from 3-point range. I mean, their first 7 ACC games, opponents only hit at a 28% clip. 47% though in the last 6 games. Again, this Virginia Tech team is a good shooting team. I think this number is an overreaction number based on what happened against Duke. And that game was an overreaction based on what happened against Virginia a few days earlier. I think this is a great spot to jump on the Hokies. It was my second favorite play on the board today, before going with the 29 play on the game that I have as my best bet today with Middle Tennessee State and Louisiana Tech. So I really like Virginia Tech. So those are your 3 selections here today. If I had to rate them, I would make Virginia Tech number 1, Nevada number 2. Actually, Virginia Tech number 1. Yeah, Virginia Tech number 1. Nevada and Baylor are co-number 2s. That's my story. I'm sticking to it, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow, guys, when we do this one more time.